how's it going, everybody? I'm Box Office Barta. I'm ready with my real visor, so let's do this. Oh, I'm sorry. This is not the proper way to open my review. Allow me to start over. That's more like it. This is Rogue One, a Star Wars story. Rogue One is a new Star Wars anthology flick directed by Gareth Edwards. For those of you that don't know this, we're currently in the midst of a bit of a Star Wars renaissance where we're getting a new movie every year until the final anthology film in 2020. This new dynasty started just last year when Star Wars The Force Awakens was released. When Episode 7 came out and I went to see it, I felt something, a presence I had not felt since...
Star Wars jokes. I cracked myself up.
So yeah, I loved that movie. I know I was pretty cool on The Force Awakens when I first did that review, but then I started to get really hooked. I watched all the movies again, I bought some merchandise, I jumped on board this fan base. And now this new age of awesome continues with Rogue One. I don't want to give away too much about the plot, so I'll just try to sum it up. Remember how in the opening crawl of Star Wars it said something like, Rebel spies managed to steal the secret plans to the Empire's ultimate weapon? Well, that's basically what this movie is about. It depicts the rebels stealing the plans to the Death Star and the build-up to it. It takes place between episodes 3 and 4, so it's basically episode 3.5. That's what it is now. It's Star Wars Episode 3.5. It centers around Jyn Erso, the daughter of an Imperial architect played by Felicity Jones. Her father created the reactor that ultimately destroys the Death Star in Episode 4. So Jyn joins the Rebel Alliance alongside Captain Andor, played by Diego Luna, to retrieve the plans and use them to destroy this super weapon. One thing I like about this movie is how well it ties together the other movies and fills in the little puzzle pieces. I know a lot of people are sour about how the whole Death Star can be destroyed by a single reactor, and they're like, oh, that's highly convenient. But here, it gives an explanation as to why that is. It fills in that plot hole and makes everything so much clearer. Another thing I really enjoy is that this is the only Star Wars movie that doesn't revolve around the Jedi Order. It focuses on this grungy band of rebels, this group that's so devoted to taking down this galactic empire. It's nice for once to see a Star Wars movie that just focuses on the rebellion. I also love the use of side characters. All these rebels have these enjoyable little quirks that make them unique, and it really makes the atmosphere a lot more believable. K2SO is this reprogrammed Imperial droid, and he's downright hilarious in this. Moff Tarkin comes back with an amazing use of visual effects. I swear, it's straight up uncanny. There's even a little cameo in this movie by some characters. I'm not saying who they are, but I will say it's really, really funny. But there's one thing that legit made this movie for me and made it all worth watching. What is it? 2 words. Darth Vader. Hey, that's not a spoiler. You knew Darth Vader was going to be in this movie. Where do I begin with this guy? It was so great seeing him back on the big screen and seeing him throw down. Heck, they even brought James Earl Jones back to do the voice. My life is now officially complete. So yeah, I don't think I need to say anymore. I love Star Wars Episode 3.5. It ties things together perfectly, it does lots of clever callbacks and Easter eggs, it has amazing visual effects, it's just a fantastic movie. Also, those Death Troopers are the coolest thing ever. They just are. Okay, everybody, I'm signing off, so be sure to check out the rest of my channel in the future, and click that big subscribe button for more awesomeness and more me. So like, comment, subscribe, and may the Force be with you.